the type of visibility, not that it is so visible, but the type of visibility that comes along with it, because you can't control the narrative once people say whatever it is that they're going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are going to say this has happened, whatever, you know, but like I said, I think it just comes with it. So it's a blessing, in my opinion. Yeah. What's up, Miss Sanchez? What's the word with you?
Nothing. I've been celebrating my birthday all week. Work to the bar. Now,
what is your actual birthday?
January 30th.
I don't know what y'all saw yesterday.
So that's what I'm speaking to. And then we got on the point of you can't spend any time, and you said no. And I said, that's when I said, oh, that's like Elf on Shelf. Like what, like when, if you can't spend any time, and I do mean like it's 365 days.
But my question is, why does it have to be an either or for the woman, right? Because it's not like she's not going to live her life. It's not like she's not going to do whatever it is that she's going to.
Then why even pursue the woman that you can't even make any time for? That's what I'm saying. And if you can, let's just say this, and if you can make the time to go pursue her, then you carved out time to do that. So why can't you do it any other time or once you've gotten to know her?
Interesting. Well,
because you make time to do that.
Maybe that's why some guys try to just not get to know people and they just keep it.
I get it. But that's
100%.
Okay. So there you go.
So Anton's asking MICCA a question, right? It's about women and women pursuing men that are unavailable. All right, maybe the echelon of men, maybe the 1% of 1%, whatever the men that he's talking about. He's talking about women pursuing men that are unavailable. This is a question that she's being asked, right? After the whole situation with Corey Holcomb. It's never really been fully addressed yet. She has not done her podcast that she did, where she didn't even mention Anton yet, right? So it seems like Anton is more lighthearted with this conversation, but it seems like she's more visibly agitated. And you can see her getting agitated throughout this whole conversation. After this, she does her own show on the Red Cup Talk. Shout out to her, right, for that. But on that conversation, she never mentions Anton once. I heard a conversation from, I guess, a girl that claims to be one of her homegirls. Said she didn't speak to her personally, but her own personal feeling, her friend, said that she feels like Anton did not protect her and he didn't do nothing to really protect her in any way. And we could see that whether he did that at the time, which we didn't see that. There was a lack thereof. But even after, when he went on this whole tour, Anton, he never was really making it about her and like, yo, come on, bro, how you gonna do that? Listen, bro, why didn't Anton just come out to say, listen, she's not my side chick, right? Who does that? Even if the guy gets women, he would say that even if he's lying. Why would he not say that unless he wants to bask in the sun, bask in the light of people thinking that he's with MICCA or you're with a woman that you're probably not with, or maybe you are, I don't know. It seems leaning more to the side that you're not with a woman, because why would you be doing all these things if you're Anton? The only thing he had to say is, yo, she's not my side chick. I have much more respect for her than that. You know what I'm saying? This is my colleague. This is my friend. Even if y'all were, I'm just saying, allegedly. Why wouldn't he do that? You have to ask yourself that question. So let's look at the interaction between them, because it's going to go on for a little minute. The women are going to interact as well. And look how she takes the blame off the women when the women speak to her. Like, oh, my bad, MICCA. She's like, no, not you. So every time she says not you, she's talking about Anton, and you got to watch the whole thing play out. Watch.
Agree. I'm just trying a solution.
I didn't say you agree. I said, well, there you go.
And that's why I tell guys that they need to just completely detach themselves emotionally from being in a relationship.
But y'all don't be attached anyway.
This is why I tell guys a lot of times that if you are going to pursue life to the fullest extent, You probably have to detach yourself because you don't want anybody to tell you whether or not you like them or not, because they don't agree with the way that you pursue your dreams.
This makes me think about the Stephen A.
That's
Smith interview he did.
No,
When they
you're
were
right.
asking him.
You're 100% right, Molly. When he was on, I think it was was it the Pivot? I think it was
I
on the
think
Pivot.
so.
You missed the whole point.
No, I didn't.
Was it-
I know
was it
exactly what you're
recent
saying.
or
No, you missed it.
recent knowledge?
It was probably within the last couple months.
Okay.
It was
I
about
think it
why
was
he
on the
wasn't
Pivot.
married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And what did he say? What did he say?
He too busy. He be on the road too much, and he don't feel like
He can
he
be
want to be
faithful.
bothered with being responsible for somebody, their feelings, and what they got going on while he trying to work.
Though
And he said that he
can be faithful.
sleep with women where he here there where he ever at whatever. That makes more sense. That makes more sense to me than a man trying to quote unquote court this woman that he's never going to have time for ever. I'm using Anton's words.
No, listen. Having time to court a woman versus having time to be with a woman, in my opinion, is two different things.
Okay.
And that's where I think that we getting caught up, because courting a woman is
Semantics.
no, it is similar to the thing that Slimmy described when he talked about a romantic date. It is all of those things. Being with a woman is based off of how his schedule is made and whether or not she fits into that schedule. Courting a woman, in my opinion, in a lot of ways, is losing money to go and chase women.
Okay.
Because if time is money, but he has to carve out time in order to make sure that she feels good, he loses it double, right? He loses it on the fact that he has to spend money to ensure that he's having a great time, while at the same time losing money that he could have been making in order to spend time with her.
Okay.
And guess what I've learned about women, that all men, I think, pretty much learned about women. Women want to be with great men. Women want to be with great men. Women don't want to be with the thing that comes with great men. They do not care for the life that great men have to carve out for themselves, but they do not want to be with regular dudes. And that is why the dude that they don't necessarily care for is the guy that they settle for. And the guy that they do want to be with is the guy that they get mad at and despise because they don't like the fact that he didn't put his dreams on the back burner. But he don't want to be a regular guy. They don't want to be a regular guy. So there is where the clash lies.
That's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not true.
How many women wants to be with a regular guy?
No, you said that they're settling for you.
How many women wants to be with a regular guy?
According to the internet, they want 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 feet. So not a lot. Not a
So
lot.
nobody wants to be with a regular guy. Not will be with a
Not that
regular
women.
guy.
What's a regular guy? What's a regular guy?
Nobody wants to be with a regular guy.
What's a regular guy?
I'm a regular guy.
You
I
know what a
work
regular
my 9 to 5, and then I go home.
Nobody
wonder what I'm gonna
wants
do
to be with
day.
a regular guy, but everybody is what they, because I don't see, you know what I see women doing on the internet? They take the most irregular guy and be like, that nigga is gold, right? I don't see them looking at regular niggas that got Amazon vests on.
Sergio, you far from the truth,
Hold
baby.
on. This is what I don't see. When niggas get on the internet and they be like, what's going on, family? So this is what my thoughts are about Anton versus Corey Holcomb. I don't see women like, yo, that nigga him. That nigga him. But guess what? Every minute my Instagrams is going off. Every minute.
What's Slimmy up there doing? Trying to get waves? I think you're doing up there, Slimmy. I got you.
Every minute my DMs is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
They never stop being on fire. Ever.
Okay. Okay.
They never stop being on fire.
Okay.
You know why? Because
Okay.
I'm not a regular nigga.
Okay.
That's just
Okay.
the honest to God truth.
Okay.
Okay. Look at her face though. We all say okay, okay, but watch her face when she say the shit. All right. So exactly, bro. But this is who Anton is. Anton is so internet that he cannot separate real life from internet. You know, like you could become so internet, you're doing internet plays, clout chases, all types of stuff. I'm just saying a person. I'm not just saying this is Anton, just anybody online. And they get so caught up in this place that now you just got to do the extreme. Even when you're caught or faced with a real situation, sometime where you could keep it real, you just see you thinking content, you thinking this and that. Kind of like when JP, I don't know if you know JP, J Prince for President, he went to the Pop the Balloon show. You know what I mean? He was on the show talking like he was on YouTube, talking to real people, regular everyday life. You know what I'm saying? It's like you going there for the moment and you're not going here for these women that's right here in front of you to just talk to them and get to meet them and know them. And then by the time we get to know each other, I can tell you about my viewpoints on life and a lot of different deeper layers to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But he's already in this moment. So sometimes we just think content creation and we're not just looking at just the situation that's in front of us. And this is how Anton's looking at this situation. You can watch MICCA, how she's moving, and you can see that she's visibly agitated. She's really trying to steer the conversation somewhere else. She don't really want to be a part of this conversation about a woman that's seeking a man that's not available, really, because that's what some people are saying about her. You know what I'm saying? Realistic.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
If your name was kind of attached to some shit, I would understand why you trying to kind of like, yo, come on, change the subject, homie. Because the whole time she really ain't talking towards the whole podcast. She's really quiet throughout this whole stream. She speaks at certain points. Trust me.
And so what I don't see women doing is saying, oh man, let me talk to that regular guy over there. They never do that. They never do that. They don't say that they like him. They don't say that they interested. These niggas, let me tell you what really happens since we really having this conversation. These niggas jump through hoops for y'all.
No,
they chase.
do.
No, what really happens is
Wait a
no, what
minute
really
now.
happens is
I
y'all
see
go-
them. They work
No.
on y'all day and night. Day and night. They
Okay.
help y'all. They support y'all. They reach out to y'all. They DM y'all. They offer you the world. I give you the moon. The shot. They sing melodies.
Facts.
They send voice recordings. They shoot shots. They say hook me up. They go through, try to find y'all, track y'all down. They're trying to carve out every single piece of time that they can. These niggas take out loans. They'll fucking take against their 401k to show you a good time, to try to help y'all to understand that, hey, I am the guy for you. I love you and I will do everything for you. I will support your shows. I will send you super chat. I will do anything for y'all. And you know what y'all do? You know what women do? They reach out to Anton from AntonDaniels.com. And then I say, all right, well, come on do it then.
Speaking of
Wait a minute, bro. He was making a point. He kind of lost me there, right? Shout out Juju. Shout out Mo. Salute. Top of that day, y'all. Right? He making a point. He going to talk about, you know what they do? They reach out to AntonDaniels.com. And I'll be like, yo, come through then. What type of cornball, corny shit is that, bro? The man is a married man, bro. You got the same daughter that you saying being traumatized by another man, but yet you could carry yourself online and never see the traumatizations that you do to your own child. Why do we do that, bro? Why we can't never see how we traumatize our own children? We blaming the teacher. We blaming the person in the store. We blaming everybody else for how we can step up our game as a parent, bro. It's no perfect way to parent, but bro, we got to keep it real. We can't put the onus on everybody else when we actively in our child's life. Let's keep it real. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're actively in your child's life. We got to take more of that onus, right? Because right after everything kick off with Corey, he going online to, yo, man, you think I'm great about that, bro? I was deep in some P-U-S-S-Y. Then he says, man, I was getting some head, man. I ain't worried about what a knucker said. What are you talking about? He trying to be cool, Casanova and machismo at this time. All while at the same time he's saying traumatization, you need to pull your daughter out. if your daughter really did see that video, that Corey Holcomb or whatever, she may be inclined to go and look at your channel to see if you're going to defend her or whatever you may say. When she gets to your channel, she see you talking about a woman. Is you talking about her mom? Talking about you was getting some PUSSY just now? Come on, nobody want to hear you talking about your wife. You getting some bots from your wife. That's corny. Nobody want to hear that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Nobody wants to hear that. Okay. So, and then you getting some head. So who are you talking about again? Your wife? You getting some head? Again, ew. What are you talking about? Nobody wants to hear about that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
So obviously, I'll be more inclined to think that he's not even talking about his own wife. So again, where's the respect for his wife? Because if his daughter, after all of this, you went, said you defend your daughter, everything, you did the video. Now she comes to your channel. So you talking about her mom, supposedly, right? Her mom, you getting some box and getting some top. How is that respect for your daughter? How is that respect for your wife? How are you a Christian first and you're not black first, but you're Christian first, but you're leading with these kinds of values and these kinds of moralities, bro? That don't add up. A person cannot talk 3 times when it's coming out 2 sides of their face. He's talking 3 times. It's coming out 2 sides of his face. So my thing is not just about Anton. My whole thing was putting Anton and Corey Holcomb on the board. Fuck that. Because both you niggas is showing degeneracy. Let's keep it real. At least Corey, we know his ass is degenerate, so I don't know why you brought your ass up there chasing, clout chasing, and then you done put the woman in a situation, really, regardless of what y'all got kicking off, but you brought it there. And you never even solidified her to make sure that she was going to be on the show. You went and asked a nigga named Phil that worked at the show, can she get on? So you never really wanted her to be on there. You obviously, basically, in my own opinion, you probably want to spend some time with Shorty, probably learn about Chata, Macarena, some shit like that, because I heard she's Spanish.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right
I
there.
don't know. It's all speculations, but I'm just saying, homie, it ain't look like you was really solidifying the situation. And what type of chick really want to fuck with that? Chicks fuck with niggas that's really going to solidify that situation, homie. Let's keep it real. Don't matter whether she got on the show or not. If the way how you handled that thing is like, nah, he really tried to put me on. You know what I'm saying? It's a real vibe. She obviously don't think you was keeping it that real. Obviously, to me, my own perspective. And that's why she ain't mentioned a nigga when she did her own show. Well, she like, I think he a sucker ducker. That's allegedly in my own opinion.
And you know what they
Okay.
do? You know what they do? They're going without even blinking.
Yeah, and most of them.
And then they get mad at the nigga like me and say,
can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock. And then they say, why ain't you making time for me?
You peeped the hair flip? Oh, yo, you gotta watch women's signs, homie. Trust me. Everything ain't always good when you with women. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it go left, homie. So you got to be seeing the signs when it be going left. If you never been around women, you wouldn't know that, bro. But a simple thing right now, know that she about to fire back, bro. Look, what time is this? 347? Let me just make sure I go back. 34734. All right, cool. Let's watch MICCA. Watch her energy. Watch again, son. This is for the slow people. Y'all watching Manosphere shit. They never gonna teach you how to get a woman, bro. Because why would they? They want you to keep running back and sending your money like that. Dope. Stop. Listen to me and watch some real shit. We in the jungle. We watching a lioness right in front of us. There she goes. Look at the mate. Look.
You know what they do? They're going
Read the sign.
without even blinking.
Yeah, and most of them.
And then they get mad at the nigga like me and say,
can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock. And then they say, why ain't you making time for me? And I be like, I got money to get. I got flights to